use profane language at all.
I think it's important that parents educate their children on how to stay strong against the influence of the media. The media is always going to be throwing things at kids and even at us and even at adults. That's what their job is, advertising. So I think it's important for parents to make sure that their children aren't influenced negatively. But on the other hand, when you think about the media, though, it's their job to sell records, it's their job to get ratings. And unfortunately, in our society, people respond to negative things when they're portrayed in a funny way or when they're portrayed in degrading ways.
A local youth group has what they call the OMG jar.
If somebody curses or takes the Lord's name in vain, they have to put a quarter in the jar.
All the money raised goes to the parish's food pantry.
By policing themselves, the group's use of foul language has dropped considerably.
Even the adult leaders have curbed their cursing habits.
What are some other ways we can break the habit of cursing?
That's what we asked the teens on the street.
Let's check it out.
What are some ways do you think we can stop ourselves from cursing?
I guess just try to catch yourself and then say a better word.
Think of a different word instead of saying that actual word.
Like listen to more Christian music and watch like better TV and stuff because most stuff you get from music and TV.
Thinking before we speak.
Think before you speak.
Calm down in a situation.
Stay calm.
Like if you think that you're gonna swear or something, like you should probably stop yourself before saying it.
I definitely believe in like that counting to 10 thing, whatever it is. Like you kind of calm yourself down.
Try and be more conscious of who's around me. Like if little kids are around me, I definitely shouldn't do it at all.
Catch yourself a few times and just get into the habit of not cursing, I guess.
Hang around people that don't swear very much.
Training yourself and like every time you do it, like tell yourself not to, and then maybe the next time you won't.
Do you use any words in substitution often, or?
Yeah, I try to.
I don't substitute any words when I try to curse. I just kind of use them.
Sometimes I honestly make a noise. Like I'll just like clap my hands or like I'll just do something like instead of saying it.
Like, oh my gosh, dang it, stuff like that.
Crap, maybe? I can use crap instead of swearing. Or shoot.
Shiitake.
Crud and stuff.
Like if I'm gonna say the F word or something, I might say like oh fudge or like oh freak or something like that. But yeah, some like stupid little words like that.
Can you think of any ways we can stop ourselves from cursing and any words you may have used in substitution?
I know myself, I started using substitution words and I was like, that's bad. It's just as bad as if I'm going to take the time to think of a word to say in placement of this curse word, I'd rather just find another way of saying it, like without using curse words or without thinking of curse words.
I think it's important as a stepping stone if you're trying to stop cursing, though, because I know I have a friend who everything she says, basically, I repeat. I don't know why, but her word is sheep, and for some strange, awkward reason, I picked that up, but my cursing has gone down a lot in comparison now I'm using that word. And I think it's important if you're going to stop, try to, instead of quitting cold turkey, because it might be difficult, maybe use substitution words.
I agree with Vince. I think that a substitution word is a good transitional phase for you to be in, especially in comparison to cursing. But I think we have to remember that it's not so much the word, like it is a bad word, there are bad words, but it's more the intention behind the word. It doesn't matter what the word is as long as you still have that malicious thought behind it.
Yep.
Next, Nina tells us other ways to try to keep yourself from cursing.
And what her faith teaches her about this topic.
I think some ways that we can stop ourselves from swearing is if we use substitution words or if we just like say it in our head and try not to say it around other people or out loud. Like I'll use freak or darn or like heck and stuff like that and shoot. When I'm trying not to curse, I'll like blank it out or I'll use another word or I'll stop myself in mid-sentence. My faith teaches me about using profound language and cursing by saying that you shouldn't do it and like it's disrespectful towards people, especially like if you use like the Lord's name in vain. I guess I heard that like if I try to talk to God, it might help better, like to stop my cursing, and I can pray to him and it'll probably help me realize better. Well, I think that like the fact that I cursed off my mom, like in the commandments it says I should like honor thy mother and father, and like with cursing, it like cursing her off and everything, that's not really honoring her. And Jesus tells us to like love everyone, and when we use profanity, it's just saying that we don't care. I think like when you curse, it doesn't show respect towards people, and it like when you're mad at someone, when you use curse words, it hurts them a lot more than you actually mean. And the golden rule says that you should treat others how you want to be treated. And if you don't want to be cursed at, then you shouldn't curse at other people, because I know if someone cursed at me when they were mad, I would feel really bad and it would hurt a lot, because I know a couple times my friends have done that to me and I took it to the heart, and I didn't know like if they actually meant it. Even if they didn't, it feels like they meant it in a bad way.
In the book of Sirach, we read,
"A man who has the habit of abusive language will never mature in character as long as he lives."
And in Ephesians chapter 4, we read,
"No foul language should come out of your mouths,
but only such as is good for needed edification, that it may impart grace to those who hear."
Next, let's hear what the teens on the street said their faith tells them about cursing.
My faith tells me not to use it because it's not healthy for your brain.
That it's really bad because like it's just very dishonorable and it's really unnecessary.
That is wrong.
Be a better person and not do it.
I'm not really religious, but I think you shouldn't curse if you're religious.
We should try not to use profane language as much as we can.
I don't think it's necessarily a good thing that other people get like polluted by your thoughts and stuff like that.
It's a sin to use profane language, so you should stop.
You're not supposed to curse or use the Lord's name in vain or anything like that.
My faith teaches me that it's not good to say it and that you shouldn't say it, but I kind of do anyway, so I guess I'm not practicing what they preach me.
No, I don't think it's a sin to curse at all. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like you're interacting with humans.
I think it is a sin to curse because like it's like abusing like your language and stuff, which really isn't good.
I guess it's a sin because you're saying bad things, and like especially if you're like swearing to God, then that's bad because you're not supposed to do that.
I don't know exactly if it's a sin to curse, but like I said, to use the Lord's name in vain, that's a sin. But the way you use cursing, like towards other people, that could be a sin.
I definitely feel that like my faith tells me not to, because when you curse at someone, you hurt them and you bring them down, and we're all supposed to be about bringing people up and helping them.
And our faith teaches us about respect, and cursing is a very disrespectful thing to do.
My faith teaches me that cursing is really disrespectful, and as Christians, we shouldn't do it.
I try very hard not to curse. Every time I go to, I just try to think, oh, what would Jesus do?
I think that language and speech is a gift from God, and that it's disrespectful to take the easy way out and just find those simple words that mean nothing to us. And I think that our church and our faith teaches us that not only should we not use the Lord's name in vain, but it's deeper than that. We shouldn't curse with anybody's name or any intention like that.
As we've discussed, using profanity can easily become a habit.
But bad habits can be broken with awareness and persistence.
If swearing is a problem for you, ask your friends and family to point out when you use language that is less than appropriate.
When you get angry or frustrated about something, try to take a mental time out and think about what you say before you say it.
And don't forget to pray and ask God to help you to speak words of love, words that are life-giving, words that will help to build the kingdom of God here on earth.
Have you been caught in the habit of using profane language?
Do you have any advice on how to break the habit?
We'd love to know. Contact us through our website.
The address is www.realfaithtv.com.
Or you can call us at 609-406-7402.
And we'll leave you today with this final thought from St. Paul's letter to the Colossians.
By these you too once conducted yourselves when you lived in that way.
But now you must put them all away.
Anger, fury, malice, slander, and obscene language out of your mouths.
So let's try to speak words of love and kindness.
And put away our anger and profane words.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time on
Real Faith TV.
God bless.